Sim just has the high gear. All the rest of the utility is off the table. So now it's just about, again, using that frag potential. Paranoia comes out, Sim changes position, and how about that little dirty start for him? John eventually gets the trade, but Numbers holding with Moguls. Rock down low, still has the flash to play with, but in trouble. Xander threatening from one side, tries to chase over towards the alarm bot, but that's not gonna work out. This is talking about a lot of time, though, right now. Moguls getting another as Proto. Lots of damage, but Xander tried to go for the early defuse. Not going to work out. EU last one left, and time is going to be his biggest opponent here.
2 hours of pistol.
Oh, and how about this? It's not just a good start being the 2-0 up, but you do have good access in towards A, and this is what Sim can bring to the table. Only gets one, though, so Fly on this lurk needs to find success, and he's now caused some concern for this M80 retake. Seekers will be earned. That will immediately be spent here from Brock, just trying to see if anyone's trying to hunt down Flya through mid. That is not the case. Everything is coming from the front. Here comes the drop. Brock on the corner. Stinger out, gets the first. Tries to get the second and collects it. Now the pistol's out. John, does he be good for the 1v3? Should be a double swing here. There's the check towards the left. Shots will land, and Brock will get it. Oh, lots of damage onto a Proto, but he still gets the spike planted. Okay, so we go to a 5v4 post-plant situation. Flya taking down one. But this is starting to build some legs here for M80 on the retake. Rifle still out, and that will likely be enough. M80 fighting back just a touch. Actually, Brock, now the last one left. Gets the first, jump, sees the second. Opportunity, Brock, are you kidding? Oh, the 1v3 eBay clutch for Moguls.
Their ability to play this map, their sample size is small, and right now they're getting rattled. I've never seen M80 handled this bad.
Oh, here we go. John QD falls. And now all of a sudden, about to say for M80, this is a full weapon buy and 4 ultimates. Nightfall gets spent immediately. Can you find re-entry through the Cosmic Divide with the Showstopper? That may have to happen, as the Viper's Pit will have to be left. Thief will get the plant off, and ultimately that Nightfall doesn't really do too much for M80. Now it's on to Nismo. How does he enter back through? Cosmic Divide will fade. This would be about the time that he would want to consider going in. Sim's gonna step into the mix of it. Oh, but look at the control coming out. EU getting a lot done with the haunt first and foremost. Proto still holding on, though. Does get traded. 2v3. Numbers for M80 on the retake. Oh, what a snap from Xander. Connects onto Fly, and now it's just down to Thief. Uses his last star to see if he can pull off the defuse. Nebula still in his way. Tries to spam through it, but not going to work out. Shorty was being held by Xander, and M80 will get on the board. Now move into the late stages of this first half. Fast lane opens up over towards B. Nanoswarm's doing some chip damage. Relay bolt out, but John just kind of sneaks in between. At least he thought so. Trades are good. They're more than good. They're great. Paint shells over the top. Oh, Brock takes a lot of damage from that. Actually has to back off the plant because of it. Allows the defense a chance to try to recontest. Xander steps up, finds one. Snake Bite's now in, but Thief in the top corner. Oh, how about it? He's going to get 2, and Koala Noob will have to back off to save the op. Not going to happen. And this is why I was excited to see him on this agent comparatively to the Jet, because he's running the same role like you mentioned. But now, how do you survive through the Judge? Well, apparently, you just run right into it. Still find the trades, but Koala Noob follows up. Seekers were out for Brock, but he will not have a chance to do too much with that, obviously, as Thief is now the last one left for a 1v4. And this was a little bit of a force buy here for M80. There was a Stinger in play with the Judge, so weapons will be upgraded to full rifles, but M80, boy, I'll tell you, it's one of those things that I was about to ask you the question, do you want to see them do more on contesting these executes or doing better on the retakes? It kind of has been neither one nor the other until this point.
Yeah, that was just like a really well-timed paranoia from Qualandu to unlock a way to get aggressive inside this, B-Hall area and shut down the attack before it could ever really get rolling onto the side. I think there's really no wrong answer to your question. I think either one can work, whether it is, formulating your retakes a little bit better. Obviously, the one round they won before this was off of a retake, but heavily alt-based. His own potential flanking line, and they can buy time on the site. Flya can set in, but he's got to hurry up because it may be
has to go.
Space Maker's starting to get some frags.
Whoa, Proto!
Holds back for 2 of his own.
But now Flya's got to decide how he wants to go. The spike's being toggled. He does hear a second sound cue, so he's going to have a little bit of time to get here, but Nismo's holding. Flya's going to get here in time to challenge. No.
But it's still a lot on Koala Noob right now, as there's really no one rotating to Alpha Med A, but
yeah,
it may not matter if they play into the hands of the defense here.
EU keep his life here at B. Nice little slide through for a simple bait and switch as Proto will get one, but John Cutie with the op now in hand will deny anything further, just leaving Brock by himself. He's been incredible in matches.
That category, opening up the C site now as he pulls the ult out. Nismo trying to counter with the showstopper of his own. It's Fingers Guns versus the Rocket. And, well, neither one of them win. It's EU steals the frag instead.
Gods of Divine is going to be tossed as the rotation over towards B will be on the way, knowing that there's going to be a multitude of members. But again, Moguls just patiently waiting out M80, and now with that kill on Nismo, the defense has largely moved to B, and look at the call here for Moguls. They're going to make a play over towards C. The lockdown defensively will not be used to much avail as it just gets called in emptily over towards B. And so now you've got a 4v3 situation. Haunt trying to get them back in. Thief holding, Thief getting two. One more in the corner. No, John provides. This would be a 1v4. Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do, though. This is his last bit of utility, Nanoswarm, just to make sure there's no one hiding on top of the spike itself. But boy, I'll tell you, this is as difficult as they come. Double stack out towards Mound. Proto on the toss through Waterfall. Spam shots also on the way in. Utility he's got to work through. It does not feel all that good right now if you're B. John Cutie. And surely he will not be able to get this one done. And M80 with a minute on the clock start to make their move over towards A. They're in a clear out door. Haunt will allow them in towards the site. Little shoulder check from Brock. Not going to work out for a first kill. Sim now by himself. Paint shell should hit hard here. Not needed. John's the one to get the elimination. Flya trying to catch someone off guard, but it's not going to work out. And M80 looking good for the pistol here unless they get 2v5.
The odds are definitely in their favor on that one. 2v5s are definitely not things you see very often. And Quality Noob's kind of the insurance policy here in the corner to make sure that things don't get awry.
Time defensively again, we're seeing an example where Sim gets aggressive, but this burst from M80 is so hard to deal with, especially when there's a showstopper in play. I mean, Nismo's taking a lot of damage from the sentry turret, I'm not gonna lie. He gets it down to 74 HP, but the site becomes M80's, the plant on the way. Now it's out of the retake.
Yep, Boombot, the pressure, the Halls are looking to get assertive here, and they find the man, but Sim with a beautiful trade. They needed that desperately to keep this retake hope alive. Trailblazer trying to lead away onto the site, spots one, and that's going to trigger the attack.
Yep, fast lane goes up, dissects the site in half. Quality, he goes to the from the shadows, gets back over towards Mound. Nanoswarms are out, Snakebite at the ready. Another one for Xander could come on the way. The lineups are all there. The pre-fire also coming through. Moguls have to challenge this position, but how do you? There's just still so much utility here. Brock is going to actually get on top. Hold on. Brock can actually still hold this. He gets it to halfway. They're trying to spam him down, but he avoids it completely through the Nightfall. Nanoswarm also up. There's Paranoia. Oh, well done. Proto just didn't have a chance to gunfight. Still sticking to the site, though, as Moguls. And Sim actually battles back down to one. He's going to have to do a lot more than that, though. Site becomes wide open for EU to plant. No other offensive ultimates at play. You do have a defensive Cosmic Divide that could be spent to break down this post plant. May be needed here. This is a critical round for both sides. And oh, Sim drops early, just trying to find an angle. And now it's a 2v4. Brock, he would have to do something incredible. And oh, him and Thief get two. Now it's just down to Brock for the 1v2. Has an idea on where EU is, a very good idea. But where is the cross being watched from? Where is John? Nobody has any idea. He's seen him. Hold on. Brock knows where both players are. He's going to have to go quickly. There's the flash around the corner. Not in the corner, though.
So, just as I was talking about him, the ears were burning perhaps a little bit. He puts off some good damage.
Flya getting spammed through the corner, but do they check this? Yeah, Nismo, of course, does. On the cross, Proto gets one, tries to step into a second. Brock follows. Brock, how about it? Now to the pistol, lots of damage tally. Relay bolt also comes through, creates a little bit of space here for Brock, you would think, to upgrade this weapon. But he's still got the Stinger out. Xander walks forward, gets one, but the crossfire too strong. How about that? Maybe if they could find Nismo on the backside of this dark cover. Brock, flash comes through. Nismo still holding. Crossfire set up. There's the defensive lockdown. Nismo trying to step in. Brock shut down. Uh-oh. The rest of the defense have already committed in. And they're not finding any kills. The shorty's out. Xander's going to use that to get a kill. And now a Proto will see his lockdown essentially affect nothing, as it'll be a 12-10 count. A Proto the only one to survive, at least for now.
Yeah, for now being the key word, because he's certainly going to get hunted down here. Nismo will be the first person to act, and he will finish it with the hat trick there. And that's one other constant.
Has that Cosmic Divide still at the ready if he wants it. It's a Stinger form weapon-wise. Here comes the check. Gonna have to get one, not able to do so. Moguls still trying to contest. The flashes are out. Brock tries to step into it, but M80 fight back. 3v3 situation. Proto gets another. Hold on a second. Sim up top. Oh, needed to have it. Now it's just down to Fly. Not gonna work out. John takes the 1v1, and M80 take down Moist Moguls on their map, 13-10.
Yeah, a huge comeback from M80 after Moist Moguls.
Tallied down low onto Sim. He does still sneak his way in close towards these smokes from Xander, but oh goodness, he just slips right on into him. M80 come away the victors. Oh, not just of the first few, it's almost every single gunfight. Proto's the last one left. EU will force the clock down to a Proto who, yeah, just nowhere to go from that position. So 1-0 up M80 with 4 kills.
When you're able to really make the defense play a guessing game and be forced to play retakes, just Orbital Strike will clear out B tower. Quandoob using that to take some space to add another angle of attack onto this B side. Great counter Molotov. Quandoob doesn't care. Finds Flyer and a Proto. What a third on Sim. There's no way.
Not good. Not good. He may even get the fourth through this cyber cage. Paint shells out. The tapping continues, but Thief is able to get one. Brock still alive. Hold on a second. Moist Moguls battling back. What?
As M80 are looking to attack into A side. It's going to be against 3 players, though. Now, Fly is low on health.
Yeah.
And they do have this Rolling Thunder.
And Null Command. Doesn't matter. They just walk in, win the first gunfight. Showstoppers out. Long range. Thief is able to take down 2 with that. Rolling Thunder comes out. EU keeps the play alive, but oh, man, this is such a tough position. He has to try to make sure that the regeneration comes out for Nismo, which it does.
M80 not really paying much mind to this.
Not at all.
And I wonder if it's because they think it might be a feint, like they didn't actually go through the door, that they just popped it open and faked it. They're going to find out soon enough, though.
They sure will. Thing about it is M80 with numbers will be in a very healthy 5v4. There's the call, but okay. Thief's able to take down 1, trade out from Xander, and yeah, they do know that a second member was nearby inside a hall, so it will be the Quandoob trying to hold this. And connects. Fly a drops. Oh, and the timing on this Sim is perfect. One more in the corner. Bang, no worries.
Both of those games, they did start on the defensive side, and they only got about 5 or 6 rounds defensively.
Oh, what a good knife. You hear the overdrive get popped. Everyone backs off from it, but it doesn't make much of a difference. Moist Moguls are still pushing forward. Aftershock trying to stall this. Same with the trap, but ultimately, there's still a flash out here. They may catch him on rope side. No, M80 are still fighting back. Oh my goodness, it's a bloodbath off spawn. Thief still surprises, gets 2. Xander's gonna call the orbital strike in on 6 HP. Doesn't quite get a kill. He's got Thief down to 11, but Brock can heal him up, and that's exactly what he'll do.
Yeah, that was a very risky orbital strike. And there's just no guarantee it's going to get you what you need. You have low HP. You don't have Spike in your possession. I almost wish you would have just held onto it. Waited until the next round to put it into play. As it stands, he's got 6 health. And time is pretty much the only thing he has on his side that they're going to double face him.
Oh, what?
Get off my line.
No. No.
And if EU uses this thing to block off Canteen, which he does, this could hit a lot. Isolation on towards the site, doesn't quite catch Sim. Hold on a second, he gets a kill, a critical kill. Fragment does find a trade. Proto holding the back of the site, that will work out. Time becoming an itch here, 20 seconds on the clock, and here's Sim, he showed up in a big way. Critical 2 kills for him, but now it's just on to Brock! This time he takes his focus in towards the site. Sim is sniping, not gonna be able to take the better though. Quandoob just goes high, right click misses, but Xander follows up. Damage is good, and M80 get their entry.
M80 just never skip a beat. You beat them 1 round, so what? They're right back to the next one with the same mentality that they've had the entire game through. They do not get shaken.
Sheriffs, 2 stingers. Quandoob may take it out of the picture, but oh, what a shot that is from Flya on the smallest of angles. Orbital strikes get called in, and the stun combines, and Xander's gonna get 2 for it. What an absolutely beautiful layer of utility, but Brock has a stinger.
That's all you gotta say.
Gotta have to say that. Thief Showstopper gets popped. Hold on a second. We got more explosions on the way. Paint shells come through. Flash holds off from the follow-up. We have a 2v2. Thief on the corner. Oh my goodness. Steps in, finds John. EU turns into a 1v1.
No idea.
But he's at low health, and no one has any idea where Brock's gone.
You could never have guessed that Brock would go all the way around. He's picked up a rifle as well. He's got health advantage. And now he's got upgrade and firepower. And again, EU, how could you ever read that? Okay.
What?
Well,
now he's heard it, though. Yeah, he knows it for sure. Trailblazer does not go into Canteen. Aftershock, fault line at the ready. But EU's gonna trust the angle. Guiding light goes right over his head. There's the check and whoa! Brock.
Defense gonna try to go for a late A poke here for Intel. Flya is here.
Oh, and well done. It's a great double from Flya, just lurking through. Sure, there's the trade, but the numbers shift to the favor of Moist Moguls. On to B. John's gonna go one side, Xander the other. And Moist Moguls are double stacked on Xander's line of sight, and that will be good enough for the first. John, red, toyed with, backs out. Here's a little pop through, and how about that?
That would be kind of necessary in order to have a line.
Well, here we go. We'll see if this defensive stack in the middle works out. Marshall shots being spammed to the fast lane. Nothing landing initially. Flya getting some damage of his own. Here comes the quick contest, though. Hold on. Nismo gets a double. He gets more than that. A third comes through. Thief going to be tested. Nismo gets 4. This is just for now the ace. And a Proto's not on site. Spike's down. 30 seconds on the clock here. Proto's not going to have a read on this. Koala Noob's holding down in the sky smoke. That fades. He resets. He'll hold one side. Nismo will hold the other. Still a flash at the ready as well. Here's the check. Proto gets tagged. Oh my goodness. Not like this. Not again. Gotta make the go if you're a Proto. He's running out of time. Defense will split. Here comes the flash. No check, not needed. He's gotta have to plant. And how about that from Nismo? Life, and he also keeps himself at full HP too. Nanostorm over the top. John's in trouble all of a sudden. He's like, where am I getting beat up from? Spam through the smoke. That will work out. Moist Moguls going with some fuego. 4v3 situation. Some weapons now collected. Paint shells over the top. Pushing John back. Orbital strike furthers the issue. But now Nismo gets activated. Oh my goodness. He's going to take down 2 and help with Xander. Fragment out. They know Thief is playing forward. Long range shots from Xander still in play. Oh, they get the read. Just Brock left. He's going to be flushed out by the molly. And oh, if there was ever a player you want, it's this man right here. Gets 2 of the 3 to the 1v1. John's on 6 HP. Brock just has to hit a single shot. And contact's made off the owl. John's still holding that deep angle. Waiting to see if he can maybe catch him out, but...
There's a lot of time still left as the attacking side trying to come on to me with this spike, but it's being spotted and it's being swatted away.
Yeah, it's just the crossfire is so strong from this position. Proto's starting to sneak forward, but no. Quality not to be denied. Trades are out though. Thief for a 1v3 of his own. He's stunned up. John doesn't take the initial peek. Double stack once again. Thief getting tagged up from both sides, and John this time will provide the last kill needed. M80 up to 11 high, and there is no talking going on right now between these two squads. Not internally, not between one another. It's just get on, get towards A. Koala Noob, off out, contact made. What is that shot from Proto? Are you... Okay, hold on a second. Null command gets spent. EU has the Rolling Thunder. Fragment gets thrown out. That will clear out one corner. Still not using the Rolling Thunder. The longer they hold on to this, the more they're going to have an idea. This post plant is all over towards Hull side. Here comes EU. Uses it beautifully. Nismo follows up. EU right behind, leaving Proto by himself. Still has the Sheriff. And he's been red. Yep, not going to happen. M80 too clean on the day. 13-5 on their pick after a 13-10 on Moist Moguls. M80 will be our first team to qualify for VCT Ascension Americas.
Indeed, they